Welcome, my name is Alan. This is the very first video on my channel, and this channel is going to be about finance predominantly. However, the very first video will not be about finance because of the current times that we're in with the C word that we cannot mention. So what I wanted to base this first video on was we follow Bon Appetit, and they recently did pro chefs make their favorite coffee. And I thought, well, coffee is life, so let's start off with making my everyday coffee. This is the perfect, my vision of the perfect brew in response to Bon Appetit's pro chefs make their favorite coffee every day. So let's get into it, and the first thing you have to do is get your favorite mug. My favorite mug is this one. Every perfect brew starts off with coffee beans. They've got to be freshly ground and on the day. I get my coffee beans from Open Wide Road and they get delivered to me, and I put them in this wonderful machine. This is the Breville Smart Grinder, and the reason I do this is because it just makes everything so much easier. All I do is I put it in there and it's already got it set up. I hit start and it just grinds away. While it's grinding, that's one perfect shot. And that's one perfect shot for the coffee that I use in the right approach. Today and every day I use a percolator or a stovetop. The way to do this is you fill the water up to just underneath the notch here. We've already spilt that, so that's a great start. And you put the coffee inside here, which is over there. With a spoon. Smells so good. So you fill up the apparatus or the stovetop with freshly ground coffee. And you know it's good because you can smell it, and the smell is amazing. I do this every morning. It gets me started in the day. This stovetop makes usually about 2 coffees, but it makes one double shot. Effectively, it's a 2 stovetop. So you pack it down, not too tight. And then that screws on. And what happens is it boils, goes through the coffee and into the top. I'll put the stovetop on the gas. There's multiple gas cookers. I use the smallest gas cooker. This is a gas cooker, but it can be used on induction, and it is multi-use, but be careful because some are not multi-use. We turn that on, and away she goes. And while this is happening, I have the opportunity to prepare the milk. You know the stovetop is done because you will be able to see some steam coming out of here, and also you'll be able to hear the sound. At this point, you will want to turn the stovetop off and your coffee is ready. Moving on to the milk. I use the Nespresso milk frother because it is the quickest and easiest way to froth milk. You just have to put the milk in and push the button. You could use the traditional way of the steam, but in the mornings, who's got time for that? So I put the milk in here, and it's got a set level. And you push the button, and away she goes. And then you've got froth. Now the last step in making a perfect coffee is to pour it. I get my favourite mug. This is my favourite mug, and my partner's cup or mug. First thing you want to do is pour the coffee. So it comes out of the spout. I like to lift the lid a little bit because otherwise it might spill down the front. It's just the design of this one. Not all of them are like that. But if you pour slowly, it is fine. And just try it up to... Oop. Once you have poured the coffee, which is the liquid gold, it is then time to add the milk. So I will grab the milk, which is complete now. And as you can see, the beautiful froth on that. I like to give it a little bit of a spin, just to loosen up the froth on the top, and then pour it in. And that is how I make the perfect brew. I do need to do it once more for my partner who uses bonsai milk, so bear with me. Give it a quick rinse out before I add the bonsai. And put that one on. Again, so this is how I make the perfect brewed coffee every morning. Perfect. And that's going to wake me up and get me ready for the day. Whatever the day will be, whatever the day will throw at me, I'll be prepared. I usually have one coffee in the day, but sometimes I have 2 or 3, depending on how hectic the day is. But usually it's just one to kick me off, and then maybe another one while I'm at work. Soy milk produces a lot more foam, as you can see, a lot more foam. So it doesn't, I might not be able to fill it up fully, but it's not too bad. And there it is, the perfect coffee every morning. Stay tuned for the channel. We will be talking about budgets, things around the Australian. I've worked in finance for the past 10 years, or 10 plus years. So we'll be talking about several topics. Stay tuned for what they will be. And I look forward to making my second YouTube video. Let's see how the first one goes down.